What's up, everybody?
Hello,
Welcome to
hello.
what did we call this?
Married with
Married with
Dragons.
Dragons. I
Yep.
wanted Married with
Not
Thrones, but
not your favorite, but it
yeah,
is my favorite. So,
it's okay.
we're sporting our House of the Dragon t-shirts.
Yep.
Yeah, we got these just in
I
time.
somehow got a House of Dragon T-shirt that doesn't have a dragon on it.
Yeah, I knew that I had to get one that had a dragon on it because the dragons are literally my favorite. And so, yeah, so I I don't know how you want to get into this, but I just got to say, coming right off the couch watching this show, it did not disappoint. I loved it.
It didn't for me either.
Okay,
I
good.
heard I
I'm a
heard
little
some I feel like I heard some middling things about it. That
okay.
it kind of had a soft start. I didn't feel that way at all. I mean,
No,
what do you want them to do?
absolutely
Like
not.
kill off half the cast in the first episode? Like you gotta
No.
set everybody up. The goal of the first episode to me is to just reintroduce you back into the world
Mm-hmm.
of Westeros, and you're in King's Landing.
Right.
Establish new characters, make you care about those characters and like those characters and feel
Mm-hmm.
invested in them. And I think this episode did that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, like the opening. I mean, obviously we're going to be talking spoilers, right?
I'm talking spoilers. Let me get into the opening real quick. I was
Okay.
disappointed there wasn't maybe they'll do that next week. I was
What?
disappointed there wasn't, because they did a lot of there was an intro to this one, and that wasn't in the first episode of the first season of Game of Thrones. But the opening, they didn't have like a cool intro like Game of Thrones, like where they're taking you around the map. It was just like the Targaryen symbol, and then you start the show.
Yeah, it might be different, but
it
was
had
still,
a prologue.
It did,
It was taking you back, and he was telling you, the Targaryen history and
right, which is what you
all that
wanted. A nice
stuff.
setup, right?
Nice setup, and they did the little text, and this was 173 years before.
I think it was 172.
172.
I really liked how they said that it was 172, 173 years before Khaleesi.
Yeah, before
it talked about the Mad King and
yeah,
all that. And so, I'm just going to throw this out there for anybody who could be watching this that doesn't know us very well.
And if you're watching us live, feel free to chat your thoughts in the comments. We're going to get to them here in a second.
Yeah, but I just want to throw it out there that, we were huge Game of Thrones fans, but by no means do we know everything about it. We did not read the books. So
Correction, I have read 2 of the books.
You read in completion?
Yes, I read the first and the second one.
Yeah. So
but that's as far as I got.
Yeah, you'll have to forgive us if we don't know all the names or all the, places and all that stuff. So
yeah, we're learning.
But I just wanted to
consider myself pretty well versed in the Game of Thrones universe as far as the show watching.
Okay.
I don't get into the supplemental material, but
I don't feel like you caught on to all of the
You're much better at explaining things, because I zone out a lot when I'm watching episodes. So you had to explain like one moment of the show.
No, I just want to say that as far as the opening goes, you're talking about the opening. They opened it, with the little what's it called?
Targaryen symbol?
No, the
prologue.
Prologue, yeah. They opened it with that, and then we got the nice dragon scene. So like everybody knows that this show's all about the dragons and everything, and so they did not make you wait to see the dragon. And I thought that it was cool.
I'll bring one little nitpick in.
I don't want to hear it.
Dragon looked a little too clean, a little too bright, a little too colorful for me. But maybe I'm just used to the more like the darker dragons in Game of Thrones.
Well, they've already said that because there are so many dragons that they all have different, characteristics.
Yeah.
They're not going to all just be black or brown.
I didn't mind the one at the ends, like the reddish, like black one.
Really?
That he takes off in. And again, we're going to get, if you haven't watched this episode, don't watch this, because we'll be giving spoilers. We're talking about this episode. I like that one.
You're talking about the
one that it opened with. It almost felt like a cartoon.
Nah.
Almost. I didn't think the animation was the best.
Well, to be fair,
but again, that's a small nitpick. It didn't really take away from my experience at all. It was just something I noticed.
Well, yeah, and to be fair, like the dragons were never your favorite part anyway.
No, this show is kind of fighting an uphill battle for me because I'll be honest, like the Targaryen stuff and the Dany stuff and Game of Thrones was always like my least favorite part of the show. I still liked it, but it was always like I was like, we get back to King's Landing? Like I didn't want to be over there with
you wanted to
Daenerys
watch the
and
wall
stuff.
and all
Yeah,
that
I liked
stuff.
the wall and mostly the King's Landing stuff.
Okay, anyway, we're not here to talk about that. I loved all the dragon stuff. I thought that it was
you're big Daenerys fan and all that stuff.
But. Yeah, and I mean, can we just like I don't know if you want to just get into the cast? Like I thought.
First off, let me say what this episode was called real quick. If I could find the name of the episode, I don't even think it's on here. Do you remember the name of it?
You just said it earlier.
I know, but I immediately lost it right when I said it.
Well, anyway,
go ahead and say what you were going to say.
Well, I was just going to say the cast, I felt like, anytime you're starting a new show and you have to get to know everybody and, just find out if you're going to like who's playing them and everything. I felt like I liked everybody. Like I thought everybody was really good. And, I know it's only one episode in, but nobody like got under my skin or anything. Yeah. I thought everybody was good. Are you really still looking for the name of it?
Yeah,
it's not that big of a deal.
The name of the episode. It upsets me why, people do reviews and nobody puts the name of the episode on there.
Okay, well.
The Heirs of the Dragon. There we go.
Okay.
The Heirs of the Dragon is the name of the episode.
Okay. Why was that so important? What else do you want to say about it?
I feel like it's important to say the name of the episode before we start talking about it. But continue.
Well, we've been talking about it for 10 minutes.
But continue.
But I mean, I don't know. What did you think about the people?
So this was I enjoyed all the characters. I enjoyed the princess. I enjoyed the king. Again, is it King Viserys?
Oh yeah, I can't do the names yet.
You gotta learn the names. People are gonna attack us if we don't know the names.
Well, I already made the announcement that
right here is the the synopsis of the episode. Princess Rhaenyra Targaryen tries to find her place within the court of King Viserys the First.
Okay.
So those are the father and the daughter, and then you got Matt Smith's character, the Doctor Who and plays his brother.
Talking about the brother, yeah.
The brother. I can't remember his name. But I thought he was really good.
It's going to take me a little bit. Like literally, I probably went through the whole series of Game of Thrones and still didn't know some people's names. So
it took you a while. You want to get on me for plot points and stuff.
I'm not here
I give you all the names usually. All right, look. Prince Daemon.
Okay. Well,
Daemon.
Anyway.
It's probably like Daemon Targaryen.
Hmm.
Anyway, he was really good. I liked him. He's probably one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely that.
He's the anti-hero type.
Yeah,
like you feel that he's a good person, but he's gonna say and do all the wrong things.
Stir some stuff up.
Yeah. It's like our Jaime Lannister or something.
I mean, do you have a favorite character so far?
Oh, him for sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's got the most. I feel like he has the most energy to him.
Gotcha.
Likability.
Gotcha.
I know your favorite's probably the girl. She probably reminds you of Daenerys.
Well, that can kind of be a negative thing because even though she technically came before her, they're so similar. Just I mean, they both have the blonde hair, and they're just both the strong female type.
We do have some people in here with us. Let's
but I want to say,
go ahead.
I do really like her. Well, I think her name in real life is like Millie. I thought I read.
Her name is Emma Darcy.
Oh, is that her?
Oh yeah, I got them all right here. Because IMDb doesn't disappoint. I also wanted to point out that this episode was directed by Miguel Sapochnik, who directed several episodes of Game of Thrones. So it's smart to bring him in to reintroduce us into the word.
It's Millie Alcock.
Okay, I guess you're right.
Who are you looking at?
That must be the mom.
Okay.
That's probably the mom.
Yeah. So I'm talking about the young. Oh, look, that's her in the future. The
So
same name.
they do a time jump.
So young and then old. Okay, so anyway, yeah, she probably is my favorite. But I do also enjoy the king, the dad.
Yeah, he was really good.
He was really good. He reminded me a lot of Ned Stark. I mean, did you get that, the vibes?
Yeah, it is kind of odd because you see the Targaryens, we're not used to them being in this setting, this political setting around a table talking about politics and stuff. That's not how we've known the Targaryens.
Right. They've just all been crazy and
so that does, I feel like, make them feel more normal and civilized and not like I feel like Game of Thrones kind of gave you the impression that the Targaryens were all like fire and blood and destruction and let's burn everything to the ground.
And they might be like, we're just getting to know them.
And I felt like for being, Targaryens, you would think they'd be a little bit more hot-headed. And there were like heated discussions around the table, but it just felt like more civilized than I would expect the Targaryen round table to be.
Well, it's going to be a building of it. Yeah, I'm sure. Like they said, this was before the Mad King and
yeah, absolutely.
So anyway, I'm trying to think. It's so hard to like talk about this stuff like right off the couch, but
yeah, I mean, they introduce you to the king and the queen is pregnant, and it's setting up for they're trying to figure out because. Which I don't know. I thought this was going to come into play in this episode, but it didn't. Maybe it'll come into play in a couple episodes. But he has like a cut on his back or something.
Right,
and it's like it's almost like they're setting up to make you think he's going to die in the next 2 episodes.
Yeah, he's definitely got something going on.
And that makes them more concerned. And they're like, we need to figure out this heir situation. Like, who's your heir? Well, he's getting ready to have a kid, and he believes it's going to be a son. So then you cut to there's a situation where the mom. I don't know what you called it. She was breaching or something.
Yeah. So the mom, obviously back then they don't know what the sex of the baby is, but of course he wants a son to carry on, the name and to be king one day. And so the woman is in labor and the baby's breech and she can't get him out basically. And so they have to make the decision on if they save her or save the baby.
He has to make the decision. Do I save my wife? Do I save my child? And he chooses the child.
He chooses the child, and, they have to just cut her open because this was back in the day of no C-section,
Yeah. And it's, that was,
and I mean, it was pretty brutal.
That was a tough scene to watch.
Yeah. I mean, she, like there was lots of blood and, she just bled out.
Really did not, hold back in that scene.
Yeah.
Like they
I feel like I have to address this really quickly. So, because it almost looks like I have like a black eye. I got scratched in the face by our puppy. So that's what that is.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so that was a really brutal scene. And again, like I said, he didn't even know if, with saving this baby that it was a boy.
And we thought, and again, we're going to be giving spoilers here. If you haven't seen this episode, don't watch. But we thought it was going to be like, oh, it's going to end up being a daughter.
Another girl. Yeah.
But it was a son.
It was a son.
And then it died 5 minutes later.
Right. But then it died. And so then it was like this kind of heartbreaking. It was all for nothing.
Yeah.
Which was really brutal as well. And so it's definitely setting the king up to just have a lot of heartache. Yeah. And
but then you have the daughter, and the daughter, I don't even know if she like wanted the throne, but she definitely wanted to be recognized as more.
This is you not paying attention. Okay. Like it was clear from the very beginning that she wanted the throne.
Okay. Well, I didn't get that impression.
Well, she definitely did.
I got the impression that she wanted to be more noticed, as a member of the family, but I didn't know that because it sounded like it kind of took her by surprise.
Yeah, because she's never been good enough.
Yeah.
He keeps wanting to have babies because she's not a boy. And so, yeah, she definitely wants it. Although, at the end, spoiler alert, by the time she gets it, she does look a little worried, to have all that on her shoulders now.
I don't think she was ready for it to be thrown on her like rights in that point in time.
Well, yeah, obviously her mom just died, her baby brother, and so anyway, but
yeah.
Did you want to?
There was turmoil with him and his brother. His brother ends up banishing him basically from the kingdom, and then he steals a dragon at the end of the episode while she's being, displayed as the new heir.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the episode in a nutshell. There's some dueling in there though. I thought was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool
Well,
dwarf.
I just want to quickly say too, because we can't go all night here, but I thought it was really cool they were definitely making some nods to Game of Thrones. Like that was very evident to me. There were, several scenes that I felt like they were saying, hey, this scene or this place was shown in Game of Thrones. Like it was just so like evident and in your face. Like there was a part, they're in King's Landing, right?
Yeah.
And they're like up in the castle, and I could be totally wrong here, but like there's a scene where there's a balcony up in the castle where the king is, and I'm pretty sure that is the scene from Game of Thrones where
Tommen goes off.
commits suicide.
I liked it. I feel like I liked it because they didn't overplay it.
Right.
Like they knew they had these locations and these spots that you were going to remember from iconic moments of the show.
Right.
But they didn't like draw attention to it. Like, hey, look at this. This is from the original show.
Right.
Remember why you loved this show?
Yeah, but it was still
it was there, and you noticed it, and you're like, and when you saw it, you're like, oh,
yeah,
I remember that.
And
this
then
kind of brought you into the world even more.
I mean, we're still like, I feel like we're still a little confused about the tree thing.
Yeah, the tree. Well, Winterfell has a tree.
So there's the tree with the red leaves and the face on it, which Ken didn't even remember the damn face. But so they have one of those trees, and I'm like, oh look,
maybe
it's
there's multiple trees.
And Ken was like, well, that was in every
kingdom. I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure Winterfell's known for having the tree. Ned Stark used to go out there.
Yeah.
And
so we're a little confused about the tree. I don't know. Like, did they say in Game of Thrones that they had like? I feel like maybe they said that they had transported the tree at one point. They had moved it.
You could be honest on that. Could have been it. That could have been it.
I think that might be what it is. They had moved the tree because there's no way
they got dragons and they craned it.
Yeah, there's no way that they would have more than one. Of those.
Somebody that knows more about this show, let us know. But look, let's get into the chat real quick.
Okay, yeah.
Get your all's thoughts, and then we'll give our scores and everything. Adrian James says, "Hello there, Kenny Levels and Michelle. What's happening? What's up, Adrian? Up? Did you watch House of the Dragon?
Well, hopefully so."
Silent Attacker says, "Hey, can't finish the episode. It's really good. I cannot wait till next week." Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a really great first episode. I really did. Hello, Ken and Michelle. Hope all is well. So Silver Bullet. Tyler Cairo says, "What a great premiere episode. That ending score into the credits gave me goosebumps." Yeah, the Game of Thrones music has that effect on you.
Ken was waiting for the music.
Yeah, it's just so good. Get you into it. Never seen Game of Thrones or House of Dragon. Well, get out of here, Will. So I can go watch the 8 seasons of Game of Thrones and then watch the episode. What's up, James? Hello, Michelle and Ken. I'm finishing the last few minutes now, but I'm really enjoying it. I think I'm back in with Game of Thrones, digging new characters.
Awesome.
I was too. First episode was great. Nice to hear the story of the winter storm that played out in the main series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was another cool thing at the very end when he's, basically
he was
foreshadowing
like,
the future.
Yeah, he was like, if you're gonna be the new, heir of the throne,
yeah, new queen,
you need to know what's coming. Basically,
there's some bad stuff coming.
Yeah, they knew that. Like, it's crazy how long that had been building, because this was 172 years, and we know how long it took for winter to come. Winter was coming forever. Yeah. And so for them to reference that was really cool.
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah.
What's up, Oceans Reviews? How are you
doing?
It's Rudy said it's nice to be excited again each week with a Game of Thrones show.
Absolutely.
I'm in it.
I'm in it.
Tyler Cairo says, I definitely have to get used to it. Being a while before I get all these names down and how they're all connected. Yeah, us too, obviously. We're sitting there struggling, trying to figure everything out.
Yeah, I mean, they could have said that before I said all that.
Yeah, the dragons are well taken care of by the royal family. That's why it took... That's why it looks so clean.
Exactly. Get out of here.
Rudy, all I needed was you to explain it to me. That makes a lot of sense.
Let me read
okay, I'm okay with it now.
Yeah, Ken with his clean shit, I swear. He's always like, it looks too clean.
There's nothing like Drogon, Drogon's like black and dirty looking, and he's scaly.
Right. Matt Smith played in Last Night in Soho. Yeah, he was in Last Night in Soho.
He was in Last Night in Soho. He's in a lot of stuff.
As Damon the brother is brutal, but really good. I also like the girl who plays the daughter of King. I don't know how to say it still. Viserys?
I'm saying like King Viserys.
Really interesting new characters. And also with the princess, or now, do you call her? No, she's still a princess, right? She's not a queen yet.
Yeah, she's a princess.
Yeah, she's a princess. She just has like kind of like she just has a unique look to her.
She looks like, I'm not saying this as a negative or anything. She looks like she could be 15 or like 35.
True.
Like, I don't
Yeah.
know, it's something weird about her look.
Try not to shake the table too much.
I'm so excited.
But yeah, she has a really unique look to her. I dig it. Let's see, King versus King V. I'm gonna start calling him King V. Definitely gave me Ned Stark vibes. Really enjoy his character. Yes, absolutely.
Except for I don't feel like Ned Stark would have. Do you think Ned Stark would have made that decision with letting his wife die? I don't think he would have.
I don't know.
I really don't
That's
think
a good question.
Really
you both should definitely read the book that I was posting on my Instagram, Fire and Blood. That's the name of the book.
Nice. Yeah, I do want to read it. It's just I don't read.
Scap said,
I wish I did.
Is that why you buy books all the time? Mm-hmm.
I buy them because I want to
Michelle
read them.
and Ken really enjoyed the episode. Didn't realize how much I missed Scott. I know, right?
Yeah, it was great.
We got Sub-Zero saying hello.
What's up?
Kevin saying, do you have a PS5? That's random.
I got a PS4.
Scaps, I give it a 5 out of 5. Awesome.
Nice.
I thought Matt Smith was great. Movie fan said episode was okay. Are they going to ruin the show like they did with the last 2 seasons? Our first detractor. Listen.
Well, if you just thought it was okay, then how can they ruin it at this point?
Listen.
They only go up.
Game of Thrones, everybody gives Game of Thrones shit for season 8, but it wasn't that bad to say the whole series sucked, okay? Like, you're not going to hear that from me. Kevin, are you guys excited for Halloween Ends? No, but anyway. Scabs, the daughter looked like 16 years old, but 22 in real life. Wow,
yeah, she looked like she could be 16 or 30.
Tyler, I wonder if the show will be a number of seasons or just one.
That's interesting.
I would say at least a few, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's a good question. But anyway, we probably should. I don't know how much longer we should go.
Yeah, if anybody has any last comments or anything you want to say about the show, go ahead and do it now, and we'll get to it. There was something I wanted to bring up.
I feel like
But with the whole the ending of Game of Thrones season 8, it's season 8 wasn't the best.
Mm-hmm.
But it also wasn't the worst. I think there's some good things about it. And I'm not in retrospect, I was a little disappointed when we watched it. But thinking back on it, it's, the show had to end somehow.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you got what you got. Not every show's Breaking Bad. They can't end perfectly. But everybody hit the like button if you hadn't hit the like button yet. Appreciate that. If you're watching on the replay, definitely let us know, what you thought of the episode.
Yeah. So, comments. Can we go ahead and score it?
Yeah. What would you give it? You going with perfect?
So what would I give it? I'm gonna have to go 5 out of 5.
Yeah,
I think that it was a great opening. I'm trying not to be too high on it, but damn it, we just got done watching it, so I am high on it, and I'm happy with it. What more could you want? I am happy that it was good.
Yeah, I'll give it a 4.75 out of 5.
I'll take it.
You got clean dragons, brought it down a little bit.
They take their baths.
And no opening song.
Yeah.
They better fix that next week. No, seriously, I really loved it a lot. I can't go quite 5 out of 5 just because I didn't feel like it had that. I don't know. I just felt like it missing a little something.
I mean, it had everything that I wanted. It just everything. It was just wrapped up. It was
just really good. But you think the first episode of Game of Thrones
really good. We know we
got that incredible hook at that first episode of Game of Thrones with Bran falling out the window and Cersei and Jaime are together. And it felt like there was a lot more to that opening and just a lot more characters. I'm hoping that we get introduced to a lot more characters because the world does feel a little small right now. So hopefully they expand it a little bit.
Yeah, but again, try not to compare everything to Game of Thrones.
I'm trying not to, but it's hard because it's in the Game of Thrones universe.
Yeah.
But I gave it almost perfect, 4.75.
I thought it was great. I loved it. I'm super pumped for next Sunday. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I'm excited. I just hope that it maintains it and it's good the whole way through. But you want to wrap up the rest of the comments?
Yeah, we'll finish
we'll go ahead and get out of here.
Let's see. I liked last season of Got. Well, good. I'm glad somebody does. Brian said, I thought it was really good. I really have to see Game of Thrones. I only got up to season 4. I've been busy reading Harry Potter. Just finished the second book.
Interesting that
Nice.
you're watching it without, finishing Game of Thrones.
True. Scap said, everyone hit like.
Thank you.
Do you own Game of Thrones on 4K? No.
I do not. But interesting fun fact, the first time that we watched Game of Thrones was on Blu-ray.
It was.
Because we didn't have cable back then. It was back when you weren't working. And I was like, I really want to watch Game of Thrones. And I think they were on sale for like $25 a piece. And I bought the first
that's funny.
3 seasons on Blu-ray. And that's how we watched the first 3 seasons.
Yeah. I feel like usually it's me that gets us onto shows. But this one was all you. And it's so crazy because, I mean, it's been one of my favorite shows
Do
ever.
you remember how we watched season 4 and 5? Your brother had to download them for us or something, and he had to export files to our computer. That's how desperate we were to watch them.
Wow.
It was some weird thing that was back in 2014, 2015.
I don't remember all that, but
no, we watched it on a laptop, season 4 and 5.
Scap says everyone needs to send Ken books to read. Rudy says, thanks for the chat. Can't wait for next week. Give Tucker a hug.
Thank you, Rudy. Thanks for being here.
James says, wow, it was so good. I agree. Kevin says, does a dill pickle pizza sound good?
What is up with you tonight, Kevin?
Ken, I'll send you a copy of the book.
Dude, I would appreciate it.
Really don't send him anything.
If you look,
says,
if you send
the king
it,
always tells the heir about winter coming, it makes sense the Targaryens stopped knowing about it because they were overthrown.
If you send me a copy of that book, I promise I will read the first 2 chapters immediately.
Wow.
And then
Game of
she'll
Thrones
read the next 2 chapters.
On Blu-ray used is really cheap at Bull Moose, around $15 a piece.
Yeah.
All right.
You
That's
done?
going to do it for tonight. We're trying to keep it real short because, it is a school night and a work night.
But another thing is, this is Married with Dragons. This is the only night that we're going to do this after the show.
Yeah. I would love to go live after every episode, but it's just too late, honestly.
So every other now when they do the finale, we'll go live right after for the finale.
Probably.
But every other episode of this season, we're gonna go live on Mondays. So we're probably gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna go live.
Not a recorded.
Heck no, let's do it because I really want it. What I want to do is really dive into it, and also I think it'll give people, that want to join us an opportunity to have more time to watch it the next day, and then we can make some notes and we can really just dive into and dissect and talk about it on Monday. We can go live at 7 or 8 o'clock or something. Doesn't have to be late or anything.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll be a little bit more organized.
But we'll make that announcement, before next Monday for sure. But appreciate everybody joining us. Send Michelle Reese's and said she deserves it. Damn, I'm going to buy you so many Reese's now.
If somebody would send me a box of Reese's, that'd be amazing.
I'm buying you $53 Reese's at Best Buy. Next time I go. Great live stream. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you so much, Scaps. But thank you everybody for being here. Hit the like button, comments. If you watch on the replay, we definitely appreciate your comment and your thoughts on the episode. See you guys later.
Bye.